Okay, so we're gonna try turning off the mic, and we're gonna try switching to the drawing screen. Oh, look at that, my little guy. Okay. Looks like I'm live on YouTube. And now I'm just trying to figure out if I am live on Twitch as well. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's see. It says... Okay, I think it just won't show the preview for me. That's rude. Okay, well... If you're here, welcome. And if you are here from the future, when this is eventually a VOD, welcome. This is essentially the beginning of a little production diary for The Last Fire Sprite. I'm going to be, I have to design a bunch of designs for the pilot. And, well, I'm going to be spending that time doing that anyway. Might as well stream, is what I thought. Maybe, like, record the process. Maybe somebody can find it helpful in the future. Who knows? So, as Mario says, here we go. I've pre-prepared a little... I did some sketching last night. This is our body poses sheet. There's a bunch of like things you need for animation production, specifically in the design area. Let's look at the gallery. So first of all, we've got Blaze and her main outfit, and it's like a easy turnaround. We see her in color, and then we see what she looks like from the back 3/4 view, and how. I wanted to make sure that what her back looks like when it's, even though the hair is covering things. And then you got the profile. I even have my little last degree of rotation before the hair overtakes the face, because that was a problem I was having in rotating her design. It's okay, where's our last point in which I can see her face before her gigantic hair takes it up. And then just a nice, I liked this drawing, so I kept it in. So we got her main model sheet, and then we've got her expression sheet. Playing around with trying to really exaggerate, find where her personality is. And I really like the surprise one. Okay. So today I've prepped her poses sheet, and this is kind of to give whatever storyboard artist or animator, whoever, just some understanding of how I envision her moving, in mid-movement, in mid-animation. And I've got some inspirations here. I'm going to just pull up my little, let's see if this works. Switch to drawing with reference. Okay. That's all right. Can I move that up? Yeah. That way you can see what I'm referencing while I am drawing at the same time. Hopefully you guys can hear hopefully you can hear me. I think you can. My guy's bobbing up and down, so I think so. Hello. Sweet. Okay. Yeah. So let's just chill. I got my ice cold Dr. Pepper with me to power me through. Let's see. There we go. That's not my reference. Oh, they all closed. No, there they are. Okay. Sweet. I'm glad you can hear me. Sweet. Hello, falling headphones. Okay. So yeah, so far on this pose sheet, we got some fun little poses. We got her jamming, right here. We got her busting a move. She's, you know, she's alive. She's bubbly. She's our spark of change, and she dances a lot. It's kind of her people's custom of singing and dancing, and flying, obviously, with her hair. And some of these things were fun to make. There has to be like some kind of comparison chart of how big she is next to a person. So I have that at the top left corner. Let's see. I guess we're making a new layer. Here we go. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, we got this little one right here. I like that. And then this was also Blaze is like 6 inches tall. So then I came to this fun realization that the majority of the time that she's on screen, you're not going to see like all of her details. So we got to figure out like what's the point until like she's too small to, you know, before it's like not worth putting in all of that detail into such a small little bean. So yeah, so we have this down here for that. So this is like our smallest degree of like, this is like, yeah, the smallest she can be with some detail, but she's even then like she's losing some detail at that point. And then any smaller, we just turn her into little fireball Blaze at that point, just for the sake of our skins and also because it looks cute. Knocking both things out of the park there. So let's keep going. Yeah, so far I see, yeah, I've got one comment from YouTube. I hope Twitch is working. I'm just gonna trust that it is. And you know, nobody sees this. Well, if only you see this phone headphones, that's fine by me. This is mainly an excuse to kind of just like kick myself in the butt and set aside time, schedule time to work on these. And, you know, if this turns out to be entertaining in the process, sweet. Let's see. Oh, nose is more. Yeah. Yeah. Don't think we'd really be seeing the cheek in this angle. Let's see. Here we go. I'm currently using a Poketo liner, which is from a brush pack by Subjectively Jack. He sells that on his Gumroad, I think. I really like it for lining. Oh, you know what? Right. Want to exaggerate her shapes here. So these end up being helpful for later. Nice, simple to remember shapes. Trying to evoke some source, some sense of like Greek, like ancient robe vibes with her. And part of that is in her weird little ankle, or wrist and ankle bracelets that kind of help define her silhouette. Nope. Oh, interesting. Okay, wait a second. Did I... Forgive me, this is first stream naivete. It looks like... Okay. Because I've got my little chat thing on the right side here, and that did not show up in my little OBS preview. I'm trying to figure out how that little chat got there. It looks like font. That's... Look at me bumbling. Interesting. Why did it not show any of the other messages there? Strange. Oh, yeah, that's that one. Filter. Oh, okay. Because we got the little... Goodness, I swear. Oh, there's Cassidy. Sweet. Okay. For whatever reason, there's the yo comment on there, but it's not in the main comments. I'm trying to figure out where that showed up. We'll figure it out some other time. I want to draw. Okay. As far as like styles that I'm referencing, I've recently fallen back in love with that like DreamWorks animated movie style. Also like Atlantis and Treasure Planet, like that early 2000s 2D animation vibe. I really love how they draw hands. Of course, I'm kind of fumbling right now, but let's see. There's like this sense of like straight line and then like very like wobbly on the underhand of the finger, and I think that's really cool. And so I kind of I want there to be nice gestural vibes to these designs that can help animators draw them a little bit more efficiently and coolly. Big finger. Okay, maybe zoom out. Maybe working too close. That is not how fingers work. It'd be 2 clumps here, and then 2 clumps here, is what's happening. So we got 2 fingers here. Almost there. How large are her hands compared to her head? Yeah, that looks correct. Okay. So then, get the little hairline, just content right here. Got a little ear going on here. And then I wanted her little hair swoopy to be swooping. Oops. But for the sake of three-dimensionality, give it a little bit of oomph. That doesn't feel right. Be more like that, I think. No? Now what have I done? And while her ears are big, I gotta try to refrain myself from drawing them too big. Although it is tempting. And she's got her little loopies. Oh, is the music kind of like really quiet or not loud enough? Let me know. I don't know what's like. I'm not a big sound guy. It would be cutting across more like that. Even then, I don't think her... yeah, it's cute. Shoop. Shoop. Okay, good to know. Okay, I'm gonna take a pause just to make sure that that's working on Twitch. Oh no! What? Okay. Thank you, Cassidy. Okay, I'm going to try to... What happens if I just like reignite it? Oops. Yeah. Don't look at that. Yes, yes. Start streaming. Okay. That might have worked? Let's see. My goodness, I swear, I need to get like a mounted thing for this. Oh, okay. Well, the app says I'm streaming. That looks like it might be working. Oh, I can see. Okay. I saw that you commented there, Cassidy, but I can't see. Weird. Does it show the stream? What a weird little... What a confusing thing this is. Don't see your comment. Even though clearly it should be posting it right here. Oh, come on. Weird. It might just be like a setting issue. It says it's connected. Broadcast settings. It's, yeah. It says it is live. Let's see if that's true. Oh, the video download was canceled again? What is going on? Yeah, okay, weird. What is... Let's look up that error code. Now that's why we have first streams, to figure this stuff out. So what? Oh, is it what? It's as simple as my ad block might be doing it. That's rude. That's kind of rude. What? Okay, let's try that. Maybe that'd be weird. Oh, hello, kitty cat. Oh, meow to you too. Do you have any insight? You're just gonna scratch your pole? Okay, well it's, you know, it's valuable, but not to this situation. Oh. Okay. Yeah, what does this mean? Oh, come on. Come on, Reddit. Save me from this. Delete Twitch cookies. Really? But clearly it's like happening through OBS, it feels like, right? Oh, hello. Now is not the time for... Okay, fine. My cat has joined my lap. She is giving me technical support now. Let's see. So, can I clear cookies through that? Oh, that could be doing it. Well, that's just unfortunate. Let's see if that fixes things. It does not fix things yet. Hello, party clan. Trying to figure out some technical issues with the Twitch side of things. It's being a little bit of an issue. What could be doing it? It's not the ad blocker. Definitely not the ad block. Come on. Hello, meow. I wonder if you... No, she's not meowing. She's not purring loud enough for you guys to hear it. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, something weird about ad blockers? Okay, I'll just try like the old turning it on and off again for the Twitch stream. Let's go. Oh, maybe. Okay. Authorization successful. And then we start the stream. And then We wait. And then nothing happens. Yay! Strange. Okay. Oh. That's not helping. Okay. What could be doing that? This is on. Come on. Something about clearing some Twitch cookies? That doesn't make sense to me. But let's see. How, oh how? Come on. Can happen when you're streaming above the limitations of Twitch. Twitch limits users to streaming at or below 6,000. Okay. Let's look at the Twitch inspector. Oh. We might be a little too high. How does that play into things? Bitrate is less than that. Okay. I didn't think that my bitrate was that high. Okay. Well, let's modify that. Do you know how to do that, Luna? My cat's name is Luna. Looking. It's probably in some kind of settings. Let's see if I can reduce my bitrate in OBS. Let's see. Video output. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm doing like 10. I'm doing 10K. Wow. Okay. Try 6. That's the recommended number. Maybe that'll do it. Maybe. Nope. Maybe. We'll just do the old stop and start again. You know, at least YouTube doesn't have this problem. Okay, start streaming. And then it could work. It might work. It might be working. Ooh. Oh. Interesting. That seems... Okay. Oh. Okay, Cassidy sees me. Okay. Sweet. Now can I see her in my chat? That's unfortunate. Show me that. Show me the combination. It's only... Okay. I see you, Cassidy. Now I'm just trying to figure out how to get your little screen on OBS. For some reason that's not showing up. Oh. Great. Donde está? Weird. Should be. Got the audio, we got the... Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's working. How do I find the old chat? Oh, how I'd like to just draw and not worry about technical stuff. Okay. That's good. I don't need that open anymore. Alright. This is good. Don't need that open anymore. Alright, well, I can still see, yeah, I can see, Cassidy, I can see your chats on my little Twitch small thing. I was really hoping to try to get it working through this multi-chat function on OBS, but I don't think OBS knows how to do that. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll just wing it. That'll be right here, and now I've got them semi side by side. Okay. Whack to it. Okay. Hello to all who joined during my technical difficulties. Now we're back to the drawing. Okay. Oh. My little reference would be helpful. Okay. And I want to just leave impressions of a mouth from this angle. Yeah. And she's got her funky eyelashes. Question is, how do they look when they're closed? Thinking more like that. Give her some eyelids. Face looking a little wide. Might just be a simple adjustment. No. I think it's just simply he's gone. Oh, I'm drawing on Procreate on the iPad. It's my old iPad, but it's still kicking. Yeah, that's fine. Got little kneecap. Let's try to follow this gestural movement. The old bell-bottom jeans. Boots with the fur. With the fur. It is funny, now I understand when every streamer's like, the delay. Because yeah, I'll get like the message probably like 3 seconds after you send it. Okay. Oh, other hand. Thumbs on this side. Nope. Let's get a little wrist. Nope. You're okay. Looking at my own hand here. I kind of do that. And then I kind of do that. Yeah, we only need to see those 2 fingers there. Now the difficult question. Her head might be too small here. This is I think the biggest hurdle with Blaze's design is the fact that her head has to be such a specific size just to look right. Nice, Cassidy. Oh wait, yeah, so that's so weird. I totally thought that I had it set up where like you could see the chats on the display. That might just, I'll have to finagle with it a little bit more. That is true, she is baby. Let's see. Oh. Oops. I need the whole head. I'll distort it. The wonderful part, sarcastically, the wonderful part of Procreate is that it will blur. It doesn't have vector, from what I understand, so it kind of blurs things when you increase them in size. That bums me out. Okay. Let's see how that looks. See, yeah, that is kind of blurry. Don't like blurry. Ish fine. I feel like her hair is on fire here. Yeah. So it can be a little out of shape. But nope. I do like this round a bit. This one goes in. Guess we can kind of like hint at it here. Yeah, that's cute. Let's go. Let's see. I know I have some Fireball reference here. Fireball! Hello, Ryan. It is in fact Skibbity in the toilet, thank you. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking for a reference. Wonder if I can just... Now, if the overlay ain't working, who need the overlay? Goodbye, overlay. We make drawing bigger. Yes. And then we can kind of grab our little blaze capture and we'll put that there. There we go. We like that. Okay. Posing reference? No. Where? Oh. I have an entire reference folder that's just pages from Ryoko Koi's Daydream Hour. And it's really good. Okay, let me find... Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it. You were the Go-to-Reno, actually. Okay. She. It's difficult to look up a Fireball and it not just be the brand of whiskey. It's Fireball drawing. Here we go. Maybe I need to just look at actual fire. I think that's more fun. Just look at an actual fire. There we go. There we go. Okay. Kind of does this kind of thing. Let's do a little Fireball study real quick. Oops, I forgot to warm up. I totally wanted to do this whole segment where I warmed up. Did not do it. Oops. Now I'm warmed up. Okay. So, and it comes up like that. Yeah, it's on YouTube and Twitch. It took some technical difficulties, but we figured out Twitch. Kind of think of fire as like waves, but weird. If that makes sense. That's kind of what's happening there. It's just kind of a wave the whole time. I know it was how to animate fire. You might have, keen eyes might have seen my little starting soon screen has a little forge, and I animated little like embers burning in that one. And then there's an iteration of it where like the full thing is like blasting. Hell yeah, we'll draw together, Cassidy. Hell yeah, sweet. That's kind of what I want this, like, these streams to be, is kind of like an excuse to just kind of like sit back, work on whatever project you're working on, while I babble. I've been babbling so much, I've barely drank my Dr. Pepper. What's wrong with me? Okay. Yeah, that's kind of how we like to draw. At least how I like to draw fire. Get some little bits like that. Yeah. And if this was her in her little zoomed out state, have her little like, yeah, suffer. Let's see. I do like little fireball blaze having eyebrows. That there's something really cute about that. A little like whoop. So, yeah, I think that's just necessary. It's required. Okay. Honestly, I might keep this stupid little sketch. It's kind of helpful. Cool. Okay. Well, we got one pose done. One pose done. What will we name this pose? Dance 1. Do have her doing the splits. I kind of want to do. I want to try breaking it down. This one is a direct reference to a drawing by the artist of Dungeon Meshi. She drew like Marcel doing a little groove, and I'm like, I gotta reference that. That's so cool. So let's see. Yeah. We want to make it clear that there's some motion with the hair going that way. Wait, did I draw her? Oh, damn it. That's the other thing I forget about her design. I forget to draw the other hair loop. I'll draw one, and I'll forget the other. There we go. Yay! I wish I could just stream the K-pop Demon Hunters soundtrack, just on here. But I don't think copyright would be happy with me. Oh goodness. Okay. She's got big ol' wrist things. Big ol' wrist things. Not even the wrist, it's just like her whole forearm. And she's got her skinny little noodle bicep. Don't make me start singing it, Cassidy. I'll sing it. Actually, no, I won't, actually. Let's see. Here we go. I like her little pauldron. I don't even know if that... I don't know if it's a pauldron. What would you call this thing? This weird little chest, this little thing strangling her. I like giving it little pointy bits at the end, just so it's kind of like popping up. I like that better than it being one with the shape of her shoulder there. I think it just looks nice. Yo. Now we got somebody and got the same man in both chats. All right. Let's see. I did this wrong. If we are looking up at her, we want the curve to go this way. Simple perspective rule. That's all you need. Now you can draw anything in perspective. You're welcome. I'm kidding. It takes way too much practice to figure that out. Let's see. What is too big of a dot? No, that's good. It's a good little circle. And then got her waist. Clearly her like hips end here. The line of her body. Yeah? I guess they are kind of facing that way. Okay. Guess I'll just have to make that obvious with her legs. And also, oh! Technically I did draw it. Okay, cool. She's also got a little tassel. Tassel starts here, goes there. You want to follow the form of this. Go down, go up, go down, around. That's fine. And then that's coming down from here. Oop. Oh man, I caught it too late, but by falling headphones, man, I need to look up more. I guess I could technically just have it right in front of my face. Okay, I'll move it. Problem with the drawing stream is my head is kind of facing downwards most of the time. I think her eyebrows are a lot thinner than that. She's got a nose. How did I draw her nose there? Okay. Nose time. Like my favorite Pokemon, Nose Pass. Let's see. I think that's kind of right. schnoz. I do like them, damn it. Me when I make a doodle that I like. Okay, I'll save it. I'll save you for later. This too might have a rather implied smile. I do want it. Yeah, that's cute. She has. Yeah. Just feeling a little. Yeah. Cool. Get the eyelashes going. My cheat with a lot of these dancing ones is I don't have to draw your whole eyes open. Mwahaha. I will ask, how is the audio coming through? Is it like pretty decent? I hope it's not like, you know, just like me up against the mic, like super blown out, you know? Okay. I'm pretty sure you can hear like every little, like if I move my mouse, you might hear that. Just kind of crazy. That's what I get for having this sensitive microphone. Thunk. Let's get a little. We talking about cats are bakers? Are cat bakers in the chat? Oh, sweet. Okay. My cat was a baker in the last life. She makes biscuits all day long. Except for when she sleeps. Which is most of the time. It's actually not that much. Got them big ol' ears. Quit looking at me with them big ol' eyes. Yeah. It's funny, like, it doesn't look right until I add the loopies. Without the loopies, don't look right. Looks like an impersonator. They're required at all times. It would be funny if there's like an episode where Boys gets like replaced by a doppelganger, and they're like, wait a second, where are your hair loopies? Hips going out to here. We're gonna go in, follow that rhythm. Yeah, look at that line. Little impression of the leg. Little bust it down. She's busting it down. I think she might have to be shoved up just a little bit. I think I made her too short. Legs gotta extend a little bit more. I'm employing the Crystal Con method of drawing feet, which is igloo, bridge, flatter igloo. I remember when she taught me that, my brain exploded. I was like, oh, what have I been doing? I don't think she's good with the sauce. She might be not worthy entirely yet. Mmm, hot sauce. Should be immune. Damn, you're talking about like her whole people? Damn. That's the ghost pepper sauce. Got some knees. Can I kind of like mess around with that? Yeah, that's. I think like the foot has just left the ground, kind of thing. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Crystal teaching perspective, like my goodness, it's great. Can't believe it. All it took was one anatomy class. Now I can be like, yeah, that's what a foot looks like. Oh, what a fool I was. Here we go. She's busting it down. All right. Oh, she needs hands. Can't bust it down if you don't have hands. Well, what am I saying? Yes, you can. Hmm. This, that. We do a little this movement, a little bit of that. Yeah, I've been contemplating recently about getting Luna a sibling, but I also just like, I don't know. I don't know if I can. I gotta figure out if I can afford to pay for one cat before I know I can afford to pay for two. That's where my head's at. Let's see. Let's see. I gotta think of cat names though, because I want to stick with the theme that I've started. Yeah, been running those cat numbers. That's cool. You know, once I start bringing in money from my upcoming day job, then I'll have a better idea if it's possible. What's happening with that hand? Okay, I gotta think about that. This would be where okay. Yeah, Luna's so Luna's either named after the goddess Luna, like I think it's like Diane, or just more celestial bodies. Because yeah, I would love like an orange cat, and that'd be cute. Uh-oh. You got caught by the auto mod there, Ryan. It's always a JoJo reference. But yeah, Sunny I think would be really fun. I don't know if I want like I need to just like start this hand over. I feel it's weirding me out. Yeah, like a Sunny could be cute, but then like a black cat would be. I think I'm really leaning towards black cats, just because they tend to have like really cool eyes, and also because of the stereotype of them being like unlucky, and I think that means that they get adopted less frequently. So there's also that where I'm like, want to help out a little guy. What? Okay, I need to just think about what this pentagon is doing. Pentagon, we're going this way. My hand, it's going this way. It's going oop, and then so it'd be kind of like oop, and then we got the three-dimensionality here. It's like a little slice of cake, and then we go whoop. That thumb is wigging me out. Get out of here. Yeah, Nebula would be fun. Yeah, Nebula. But then at the same time, I've got friends, for those who don't know, I have friends that, they have a lot of cosmic themed cats. Then I don't want to be like riding their coattails accidentally. Yeah, surprisingly I do have friends, yeah. So every once in a while. Let's see, and then okay, yeah, we'll break it up into little chunks. We'll do 2, and then we'll do 1. Sometimes you just gotta draw the little pie slice. Even then, what is going on with this thumb? Get this thumb out of here. I love that I can have like no issue with hands 1 second, and then it's back. Nexus is a pretty cool name. I don't know. Nebula is pretty fun. I think Nyx is the goddess of night. I've been playing a lot of Hades. Something like that could be fun too. Let's think. No, you're getting me on my tangent now. Now I'm gonna look up I guess like what gods and goddesses of like night. There is Hecate. That's the no. Artemis. Artemis would also be very tempting for me because I do love me the goddess Artemis or Athena. I think Athena would also be really cute. And then I can just sing Epic the Musical references at her all the time. Athena. Hela could be that. Yeah, Hela could be pretty fun. Like like Thor. That's that. Yeah. I don't main her that much. Penny's more my main. By the way, I need to get that new Wasteland skin that came out. What is that? God, can I draw a hand? No. Buzz, can you give me a hand? No, it's Bucky's my main DPS now. She was, I mean, yeah, I will give you, I did play quite a bit of Hela in like season 0, but yeah, I'm big Bucky now, and then Namor, just so I can make people regret playing Spider-Man. But I mean, when Daredevil comes out, me talking rivals. I still don't like this hand. I need to do better. You need to do better, Senator. Yes, I can see it now. All my streams will just be all my vocal stems. This just needs to be erased and redrawn again. Maybe it's just getting muddled with all of this. Nope. Come on, come on. I think my problem is that I suck. Let's see. Oh, goodness. Okay, we'll move on. Maybe I'll draw a better hand a little later. Let's draw some wavy hair. Oh yeah, that's fun. I like that. Doing a little curl. And go whoop. Then going whoop. Because her hair goes down to her butt. So it would be going over here. Oh, you would have just copied and pasted the already good hand. Yeah, yeah. You know? You gotta think harder, not smarter. Hmm. Okay. Okay, she busting down. Let's move on. But first, let me not move on. Okay. There we go. Nose pass. It's more of more of a ironic love for Nose Pass, but also pretty sincere. He's not my favorite, but I do just love that he's just a giant nose. And also just in my anatomy class, I learned how to draw noses, so then I was excited that I could draw him. Okay. Just a funny guy. Let's see. We'll call that, instead of dance 2, we'll just call it busting it down. Okay. Oh, right. What other deities are there? Hypnos. It's goddess of sleep. Or that's the goddess sleep. That could be fun. That could be fun. Hades. If it's a boy, Hades would be a real fun one. Kali is pretty cute. It's in Hinduism, yeah. Me and my distracted self. But I do think... What you doing down there, Lou? Well, meow to you too. You're pretty tired. Hi. Yeah, do you want me to get you a new cat tree? I know you do. Okay. Just gotta... Okay. What am I feeling? Am I feeling the splits? Am I feeling taken off? Am I feeling upshot? Am I feeling the fly? Let's see. Kind of feeling this one, so I don't have to draw her face. We got her butt, and then we got her dick. One of the perks of the anatomy class is now that I can just draw butts, and I can be like, no, this is an art study. Excuse you. But they are fun to draw, I will say. Not just because of like how you made me thinking. It's just kind of cool thinking of how the muscles work. Foot. Foot go this way. Foot go that way. Can I just... Whee! Perfect. That's us working smarter, not harder. Let's go! Already learning. Nope. Disappointment in the game of life. Foot. foot kind of... Okay, if I'm thinking about where her... How freakishly long are your legs? That's fine. It'd be more of this shape. Boop. Nope. Look at own foot as reference. There we go. Who would have thought that I had anatomy just on me that I could look at? Not me. Try a little booty. Yeah. She used to have her like midriff exposed. Here, we can go down memory lane here. With my reference folder. Or my concept art folder. Here we are. Humble Beginnings. First concept of Blaze. I had a fever dream after, I don't know, sometime in college, of there being like this little fire sprite gal, and the main character talking to her, main character of the dream talking to her, and you know she's all like bubbly and you know had this personality. So then I was trying to figure out how I had to draw it, and then we kind of landed on this last design. And then we have some like sketches. These are, you know, back when I was doing more physical media stuff. And then this is on the old not a Cintiq. This was just like Clip Studio Paint on my Surface Pro. That's what it was. That poor thing that could not run that program. And then yeah, oh yeah, then this was my figuring out exploring the character more. And then exploring the character even more. I did like this like color theory experimentation with it. I wanted like her skin to like have just like fire effects in it, kind of like Schnitzel from Chowder, how it's just like a matte background or whatever, and like the characters would like move through it. And then this was a weird stage where the loopies were coming from behind her ears before they became part of her ears here. And then this was, oh man, look how small her arms are. Whew. This was COVID, summer of COVID. Let's go. And then I'm like, all right, we finally did it. This is a character sheet. And then I was like, all right, we finally did it. This is a character sheet. Then I was like, all right, we finally did it. Here's a character sheet. And then I was like, all right. And then here we are. As you can tell, this has just been me figuring it out as I go. Because I mean, gosh, I thought I had it figured out right here. And you know, you can see there's like elements of that in her right now. Let's see, just have a little side by side. You know, she's got. I got rid of the midriff because I was like, she's like 15. I don't need her. I don't need her tummy out. I don't know. So I replaced it with just big old high up pants and a belt. And then, yeah, still kept like, yeah, I've kept these kind of elements of like, I like her having this like tassel. They were these like, this weird kind of belt. And then the little wrist bracers were not as shapely as they are. And then she was wearing sandals. Those were very difficult to draw, I remember. And then I moved on to this one. And then this, you can see my like expression work evolve with this. I think I tried to, let's see, we got anger. Anger was here. So anger, you know, okay, she's kind of angry. Then it's like, oh, she's real angry. This was her, I think this is the same thing. Oh, this is like, oh, I'm sorry. Try to get that look there. Her happy laughing one, try to push that a little bit more. And just a little profile view. And then, but still like something wasn't feeling right. At this stage, it's just still like it felt, and really what was missing was me just putting in a bunch of drawing miles, as my mentor Crystal Khan would say. So I took an anatomy class. I did storyboard training for a few years, and then you got you know, do some studies about shape language and movement, and then you get this look. Then you get this cute little look here, and I think that's a lot better. It's looking a lot more like how I want it to look, and that's fun. Let's see. I don't have her laughing in this. I was fine just with a little content expression. Surprise has definitely been pushed. I wanted to keep it a little bit more reserved for the sadness, because she's not going to be bawling all the time, and I feel like Blaze as a character would be hiding. She'd be trying to hide the fact that she's sad, because she's gotta make sure that everyone else is doing good. So it'd be a little bit more subtle, I feel. I when I was like drawing this, I was thinking of that little audio clip of the girl saying like, I think I failed, and I think that's her, what she's saying right here. Disgust, I wanted her to feel like, because she's polite, so she's trying really hard to not be disgusted, but you know, holding it back. Fear, I tried to push that one like I tried to push with surprise. And I got these 7 expressions from, you know, it's a coincidence, but at Aaron Blaze classes, yeah, Blaze, and those have just been so helpful. I did my anatomy class through him, and that was so helpful. And then I just did an expression. I watched his expression class, and he broke it down. There's like 7 expressions. There's like surprise, sadness, disgust, fear, happy, anger, contempt. And you got all the combinations and all that stuff. These are like the base ones. Her anger is, you know, subtle. Especially in season 1, I don't want her going like all crazy. She's you know, like I said before, she's trying to make sure everyone's having a good time. Contempt also, like she's really trying to like see the the good side of whatever situation this is. And then I did this profile view because there's a song in the pilot, and I know like I can see the frame of her kind of like doing her little dance, and she's like looking at the camera like that, right as she's singing "Company of a Fire, Sprite," and you'll hear that eventually. Oh, these are Cassie's drawings. I threw those in here. These helped me out a lot. Yeah. All right. All right, back to it. Let's see. Yeah. So now we got her taken off. Trying to make sure that her movements feel clear. I think she's got like 4 little, like, what, round parts? Dome pieces, like, on her belt? 4 circles? No parallels. Oh, guess I gotta have a day off of work tomorrow. Ugh. Okay, if I was drawing this, her ribs are up here. There's also just so much help that comes from like thinking of the ribs, and like that little anatomy thing. That's another Aaron Blaze thing. It helped out a lot. Whoop, whoop, whoop. No. But yeah, a lot of inspiration from like artists, like Glenn. I think it's Glenn Keane. Let me make sure that's right. Yeah, Glenn Keane. He did like a lot of Disney character design, and especially his work on Tangled with like Flynn Rider and Rapunzel. I love those sketches so much. Glenn Keane is pretty cool. Yeah, that's a shape. Fist. Fist? Fist? Oh. Glenjamin. Nope. And then the back of it goes kind of like this. Yeah. Maybe in these angles we would see this little underlap of that. This is Blaze's main outfit for the show, but for the first like 2 episodes, she'll be in a different outfit. So she won't get this until like episode 3, if there is an episode 3. Fingers crossed. I don't think your arm would be bending that way. Actually, I don't think I'm even going to be seeing this whole bit of the body. Oops. At least I'll gray it out, I guess. Kind of like how I did for the character design. All that, yeah. Okay, cool. And then I think I'm gonna do her hair on a separate layer. I'll grab the gray. Just kind of gray out where it's gonna be covered. Okie dokie. So she's got, from this angle, her little loopy, her little top foopy. It'd be doing this. Ah! I mean, it'd be doing this. And we're going zoom. A little bit of a zoom. Zooming out. Zooming off. Okay. Should be zooming. Right, I think I was trying to do a little, like, curly Q here. Yeah. Kind of complicated. I don't like that. Okay. Pretty easy peasy. Got her busting it down 2 times. And then we got her taking off. Yeah. Yeah. Fred Durst. Yeah. That's another vocal stem. Okay. This chick's legs gotta be longer. Way too short here, man. I think this other one's fine, but it's just this one could be a little longer. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Going out? Okay. Jeez. I'm gonna have to cause such a fuss. Oh, okay, now you're not going out. Okay. Cool. Okay. Alright. I'll probably be wrapping up the stream in 20 minutes. I got a little bit of a live performance to go to. So we'll see if I can get this done in that time. Meow. Okay, fine. Okay, now you're going out. Now you're going out the door. Okay. Okay. The cat is on her potty break. Let's see. So if she's looking up like this, we'd see this little under part of her head. Yeah, cute. I think I gotta move it a little bit. We got the under part of the nose. Maybe we can do a little nostril. Feeling like it. What would it look like? I wonder. We go, yippee! Oh, I found, so I just ended up looking up, like, what music is okay to play on Twitch and YouTube, and it gave me a Spotify playlist. It's called Chill Hop, It's pretty cool. I just found them on, just listening to them on Spotify. Let's see. Yeah, is that? No. That ain't how that work. I swear, drawing faces looking up like this is like the most difficult angle for me. Swear. Okay, if I'm looking up, I think ears kind of stay the same general angle. It's just they tilt. I feel like this would have to be like that. And then, of course, attached to the head would be good. Contrary to popular belief. That's why this is a necessary pose to draw. We gotta know what she looks like from underneath, because clearly this tiny person is gonna be above people a lot. I guess she does fly. Yeah, I could just remove the head entirely. Be a different show at that point. Then here we are, not struggling with hands at all, and then despite earlier. I think I could definitely use this kind of shape. Here we go. I don't know if we'd see it from this angle. Body. Nope. I always forget her darn tassel. It would be kind of in front of that way. Oops. I will not make that mistake. No. Okay. We got leg here. Leg comes out. I want to redo that top line. I want to redo that top line again. Yeah, nah. Let's see. Feel like maybe I need to. No. Sometimes you gotta look at it real small. The little doodly bops on her ankles. Nope. Badoop. Very nice. Oh, look at that. Those are cute. Look at all those. Yay. Those are cool sketches, Cassidy. Hell yeah. I also like the use of a sticky note. It's fun. That drawn all with pen? I'll take your word for it. That's a small foot. Small foot. Got a small foot here. Oops. Move that up. Excuse me, miss. Foot too small. Jeez, you're crazy for doing that all in pen. I couldn't imagine. But it probably also encourages you to have more confident line strokes, I suspect. It's pretty cool. Obviously, I will not be doing body poses nor character expression sheets for every character in the pilot. I'm mainly just doing it for our main characters, and really, that might just be Axel and Blaze. I mean, there are other main characters after the pilot, but the pilot, you know, is kind of in the special little moment in time where we don't meet a couple of the rest of the main cast yet. But yeah, definitely gonna be saving myself once I get to some of those other guys. Yeah, like just enough information. Probably literally just like this kind of sheet. And maybe, I mean, probably not even as detailed as I put here. Probably just the front three-quarter view and the back three-quarter view. Maybe a side profile. Yeah. I can imagine Kerf getting a little bit more detail. Let's see. Here we are. Kerf's been getting a little bit of a design beauty treatment. Really just all the Tetranites are getting cool. Their arms are on their backs now instead of below their other arms, just because I didn't like thinking about that anatomically. I could my arms would always be resting on my other arms. Gross. No, they gotta be on the back. There's room for other limbs on the back. And that'll be fun to draw. And also I just like drawing the shoulder blades like that. That'll be sick. So of course, he's probably gonna need a post sheet. Just because just to spare the animators having to try to think of like how the hell does this four-arm man work. But yeah, we got some others. Now that my distraction brain. This is more of the outfit for our pilot. A little bit more dirty. Post-volcano vibes. She's got sleeves. Like, how dare she? Might tweak it a little bit more color-wise, but it's pretty much there. I'll have to update that with her new little head here, because her eyes were just like too far apart. Let's see. Then, you know, we're working on Cleodora. These are some fun sketches for her. Kind of exploring the reptoids and how monstrous they can be. I think that was here. I think I had that in my species sketches. No, I think it's literally in that exact file. It is not in that exact file. I don't know where it went, but there were sketches. These are some old ones. Ooh, these are from the original attempt at the pilot. So it'll be fun to redraw some of these guys. Especially Gage, the huntsman, very fun. He's our like main antagonist of the pilot. He needs like a little bit of an overhaul, or really just anatomy applied to him. Man, OG Kerf, man, look at this guy. Oh, humble beginnings, look at you. Karuka, definitely, she'll show up in the pilot, so she'll need a little bit of a tweak. The informant is going to be getting quite a makeover, mainly with her schnoz getting a lot larger, because Avasaurs have big noses. That was a design choice that I made. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun to figure out how her little masks gets over her nose. And we got the buyer. Yeah, he's got an actual name now, which is Lazarus. That'll be fun. Plague mask. That's pretty fun. I don't know if I want to like use that on the informant. She doesn't. I guess anybody can be a recurring character if I want them to be. The concierge will also be probably getting a glow up because of the Reptoid's eventual glow up. Because last year I kind of settled on this for them, and then still like when I did the poll, it is very clear. Lunadines were the favorite. I think it's just because they're really tall. And Reptoids, they were at the bottom of the list. So I was like, okay, these guys need a little bit of something else going on. So that's why I've been messing around so much with Cleodora here. With it, just, yeah, making her look all creepy and monstrous. And I don't know where my cool other sketches went. I can't find them. I drew them on Storyboard Pro, and then I remember like pasting them in here. Was it not just in my... It could be in the Tetranite sketches. Whatever. I mean, yeah, you'll see that eventually. Anyway. Ooh, it is 7. Well, alright. We kind of got there. A lot of that time was spent figuring out how the heck to get Twitch working. I'm glad we eventually figured that out. But yeah, look at that. That's one stream down. I might finish this page on my own. Who knows? Or I'll come back and finish it on stream. But I gotta get off of here and go to an improv show, because that's what we do on Fridays. But yeah, thank you guys for coming to the first stream. If you watch this in the future, thanks for tuning in for the first time. Thanks for coming to the Forge, gang.